with LRH Wellness. Happy New Year. We've got Trusty Goose right here and ducks wandering around. And today we're talking about the new year, setting goals, what it means to even approach a New Year's resolution, and all that fun stuff. So I am filming this on January 18th. It's a Wednesday. So full disclosure, I begin planning my new year and what I want the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months, even next day to look like into the year already. So for me, I find like ending the new year in December, I'm always swamped with finals or like pre-holiday jitters, like shopping, doing whatever I have to do to like clean up my life from the semester before. And then once the new year comes, those first couple days I'm still in like holiday mode and I haven't completely gone back to normal. So the issue for me is that when I plan my new year, when I set my resolutions in those time frames, it's almost like I set unrealistic expectations or goals because I'm not within the normal framework of my life. So what I like to do is let a couple weeks go by, let the semester start and hit me the way it will, and go from there. So I think 2023 is going to be a very special year for a lot of reasons, mainly because I really need it to be. 2022 was Hot Mess Express for me. I started my first year over for a second time. I have also failed a module already, and you know, I left one long-term relationship and got into another and am now engaged, and 2022 was just a lot, and a lot of really high highs but also really low lows. And I'm trying to bring into 2023 confidence and trust that the high highs, the low lows, as they come, I will be able to deal with them all. So I'm noticing my forehead looks real shiny right now, but anyway, so 2023, it's gonna be it. We're becoming that girl, and we're gonna start by setting some goals. So the most important thing when we set our goals, our New Year's resolutions, I always like to think of things in terms of goals, not New Year's resolutions, because it's like, who are you resolving to, whatever, why do you want to do these things? I think goals makes you think forward thinking, but also challenges you to accomplish something and be able to mark it. So we always want to set SMART goals, which are specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they are, what is it? What's the R? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. T is there's a time frame. The R is gonna come back to me. 1 second. I'm back. So the last one was relevant. So it's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So those are SMART goals. Sorry, I blanked. But so we want to set SMART goals because let's just say like, okay, we're going to use this example, which is one of my goals, and it is to, let's just say, get healthier. Get healthier can mean a lot of different things. Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain weight? Are you trying to get stronger? Are you trying to feel confident in your clothes? So the first thing we want to do is get specific. So a really big goal for me this year is kind of reclaiming my health. So that's like an overarching theme of goals for me. And one of those goals is going back into regular exercise and focusing on nutrition. So a specific goal would be like, I want to increase my weightlifting sessions to 3 a week in the new year. So that's specific. Measurable, how many days am I going to the gym? So I can measure that really easy. If I'm going 3 times a week to get my weightlifting sessions in and I'm doing that, that's measuring it. And for me, attainable, like, yes, like it is, because I can't go to the gym every single day anymore. Like, school doesn't let that happen, life doesn't let that happen, narcolepsy doesn't let that happen. A lot of things make that not reasonable. So attainable, yes it is. Relevant and like something that means something to me, yes. Like I have recently been feeling like my eating isn't in my control. I've been feeling like my body isn't in my control. So definitely relevant and time bound. So this is like, I want to be doing this routine by February, March. So you set an end date so you don't just have like forever to accomplish it. So that's setting a SMART goal. And when I think of the new year, it's not only just setting goals and resolutions, which, don't get me wrong, that's a big part, but also it's setting up the ideal life you want. Like, every day, every year, every new beginning is a chance to claim it and make it yours, and frankly, just be that girl. And for me, as I said before, that's what 2023 is going to be. So a big part of all of that for me is my journal slash day planner. I'm actually really bad at journaling. It's something that, because of trauma, I'm not good at. But it is really important to me to have a daily plan. I am not productive if I don't have a daily plan, if I don't have my life set up and ready for me to go. So creating my own was something that has really benefited me and has been really positive for me. So to just kind of walk you through it, I take these A5 size pieces of papers with the 6 hole punches from Amazon. I've created a bunch of different day spreads and calendar styles, food journals, manifestation journals for myself, and they're on Etsy, so check them out. Some of them aren't, so make sure you like and subscribe so you know when new ones post and all that fun stuff. But so I make my own because I'm very particular about how I like my week laid out, how I like knowing what my information of the week is and all of that. So I print them out, put them here, keep a pen with it always. I always keep tabs so I can make new tabs. And now I'm gonna walk you through my journal. This camera has fallen. Okay, so I showed you guys what I do to keep myself organized, but now I'm gonna show you how I get ready for the year. So I set a 6-month plan. I look at what my goals are for life and home, for work and school, LOL. And then I decide, like, in 6 months, what I want my life to look like. Where am I gonna be in 6 months? What am I gonna accomplish? I then go and scribble down words to guide me and habits that I'm gonna form. And then I talk about balance arenas. So where in my life do I need balance? So for me, school's one, being a puppy parent's another, being a wife is another, a soon-to-be wife, and taking care of myself, focusing on fitness. Like, those are all things I want to balance in my life. So just listing the important things. Now, if you have followed me since my Instagram days, you would know that I am all about the dimensions of wellness. And so there's 6 dimensions of wellness: occupational, physical, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, and social. And the idea is, like, we want to strive for wellness that, incorporates each of these aspects into our life. So I view this a little separately than balance arenas because, like, for me, balance arenas means, like, okay, can I get an hour of playtime in with my dogs? Whereas, like, emotional wellness and physical wellness are more of a holistic approach. So as a whole, am I taking care of my physical and my emotional? And different balance arenas will fall into each of these categories. So I put this here to remind myself and to also say, like, what goals I have here, what I want to achieve, what I think's missing, and all of that good stuff. And so I use this format, these, like, quick sections as, like, scribble, get ready, what's immediately coming to my mind, how can I prepare for the year? And so then once I do these, I begin taking it into, like, my formal journal space. So in here I have my self-care cheat sheets where I have typed up some examples, but online, the way you'll see it also has these blanks so you can fill it in. And then I have my, like, 5-minute, 10-minute, 15, 20, 30-minute acts of self-care that I can keep track of, and ideas for when I'm like, I need to take care of myself, but I don't know what to do. And then this is my balance wheel. So from the balance arenas, the different things I listed here, I'm gonna put here. And then I'll shade each for how much of my life and how much time they should take for me to feel like I have balance. So I keep going into this, and then I have routine must-haves, what a good day for me has to include. And then I have, like, other routine options. So this is just, like, what I have to have in the morning and night, but for me, I have routines that I can take. So sometimes I'm more energized and that's one routine, and another day I'm not so energized and that's another routine. And so then this just kind of goes into my calendar, but in here I keep my manifestation journal, I keep my social media kind of journal and planner, I keep my food journal, And so this is what I track: all my food, my eating, my different habits I want when it comes to that. I have goal setting for 4 months, for a month, and then I have a month at a spread as well. And lastly, I just kind of have reflection space, what's important in this month. And then I have my weeklies where I do my meal planning, where I do my kind of workout week goals, and like health, and then I do like my school and life week goals. This is just the schedule I follow for school, and then my daily. So this is my journal. So that's just how I do like my journal, how I lay out stuff for me to plan for the new year. So I've gone over what SMART goals are for me, for you to know. I've gone over some ways to organize your goals of the year and what to think as you move forward. And lastly, I just want to kind of talk about what I'm hoping for and thinking about how I plan to make some of those goals reality. And then lastly, we're going to do a visualization exercise. So for me in 2023, as I said, 2022 was Hot Mess Express. A number one thing is that I want to make it into my M2 year. I want to matriculate into an M2 medical student. That I think is like my number one school ambition. On like a personal LRH wellness side, I really want to grow the Well Together community. I want to get consistent with YouTube. And I want to continue launching and scaling the after school program I have called Empowered with local 5th grade Black girls. So those are like really important things for me. And I think when I approach a new year, I pick a word to guide my year. So last year was balance. And I feel like I did find balance, and I found out how to deal with life when I couldn't have balance as well, which is a very new experience for me. And this year, I want to take the word confidence. And confidence is my guiding word of the year for a lot of reasons. I think medical school and life and like post-pandemic newness has really stripped my confidence in very specific ways that I've never been challenged before. So, I'm being challenged to see how I view my professional career, my future in medicine, in a structure that wasn't built for me and wasn't built for people who think like me or have these really, frankly, like socialist and holistic views of medicine and the medical system. So I've had the confidence that the vision I've had so clearly, I've had to question that, and I've been made to question it and had a lot of my confidence shook. So that's one way. I feel like being in this environment, being around these like temptation foods and feeling so out of control in so many ways, I've had to rebuild confidence in like trusting myself and like having self-love and trusting that what I'm doing for myself is self-love. I think I've been around so many people who are so fitness crazy and who do the marathons, the intense, healthy eating, whole food, plant-based, and it's been intimidating. And for me, I love to cook. I love to bake. I love to create new flavors. I love to serve meals to my friends and people, and I've been made to question that is healthy for me. And so I want to rebuild confidence, trusting myself, trusting the path I'm on, and trusting that what is made for me will not miss me. I have so many hopes for 2023, but I think all of them can be embodied in that word, confidence. And that's why I pick a word. I really think everybody should pick a word of the year, and it's just something you work towards, you remind yourself. It's at the center of my visualization board, which I have on my phone, and maybe I can do a whole nother video of that, and just maybe walking you guys through what mine is and all the things on mine. But I really want to take 2023 and embrace this level of self-love, self-trust that ultimately just builds my confidence, that no matter when I hear no matter when things aren't going my way, when I feel like I'm failing, I can fall back and just have that guttural self-intuition that I am doing what I need to be doing, that I am confident, that I am here, that I am in the place I'm supposed to be for a reason, whether it seems positive or not in that moment. And so I want to take a moment to do a little visualization exercise. This is going to be the last little bit. It's only going to be a couple minutes. So if you are watching, take a chance, close your eyes, maybe get in a nice comfortable seat, and just listen to the sound of my voice. Envision a nice, big, warm orb of light above your head. As you breathe in, you feel that orb coming closer to your skull. With every breath, that golden orb travels through you, warming you from the inside out. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That golden light, it's going through your body, down your throat. You're feeling it throughout your legs, your arms, your stomach, your sacrum, from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. You feel that warmth. Now, as you feel that warmth radiate through you, I want you to think, what makes me happy? It can be something as small as a dandelion or as big as a new car. It can be loving somebody so deeply you don't know what to do with it, or it could be just loving yourself. I want you to take that joy, and I want you to transmute that energy. Take that joy and feel it shine out of you. Let that light shine out of you. Let that joy radiate the space around you. And as we step into 2023, as we arrive here in this moment, I want you to think of all of the positive that you want to achieve. I want you to take a break, and I want you to take a second to just envision what that joy looks like for you. The babies are here. I want you to think about, in 6 months from now, where are you? What will you be doing? How will you be challenging hard moments? When life gets hard, what have you done to bring that joy, to bring that warmth back into you? I want you to envision a life that you're living in 6 months. And it won't only be positive. You acknowledge that the hardships are coming, but you know it'll be one step closer to where you need to be. So as you feel that light go through you, and you feel the warmth shine out, as you transmute that energy to that around you, I want you to focus on that energy. Focus on putting out into the universe what you want to see, what you want to receive, and what you want to show up for you. Put that energy out there for somebody else. And lastly, I want you to take that picture of yourself in 6 months. And I want you to say thank you for the steps that got you there. I want you to feel that gratitude so deep in your core that you recognize that gratitude is guiding that future you. So with that light inside you shining bright, with the vision of what 6 months from now you will be doing, what it looks like for you. I want you to flutter your eyes open and smile with me. And remember, life has ups and downs. We can't plan it all, and we never know what's gonna happen. What we do know, though, is we can show up every day ready to tackle the next. So Happy New Year. Let's do this together. And in 6 months, I'll check in. Thanks again, guys. Goodbye from me, Duck and Goose, and I'll see you next time.